Welcome to AI Top 10 List, where I share quick, powerful tips on everything AI generated. Today's video is all about making your people look real in AI image generation. I'm talking pores, posture, imperfection, the kind of realism that makes you do a double take. These tips are tailored for Sora, but you can use them across most AI imaging platforms. Ready to level up your prompts? Let's get into it. Tip 10 could be a life lesson. We are going to let it be imperfect. Type things like awkward pose, slouched shoulders, uneven kitchen lighting, faint acne scar on chin. Those little flaws can be the key in generating more realistic people. Tip 9 is up next. For this one, go ahead and drop "taken on disposable camera" into your prompt. It softens the harsh lines, adds a little grain, and gives you that Walgreens photo lab vibe. Your prompt could look something like this. Late afternoon candid of two friends, taken on disposable camera, natural freckles visible. Boom. Instantly feels like 1998 in the best way. It's a trick I've used a ton, with some great results. You can see more of my work using variations of this prompt on my channel and socials. For tip 8, we're thinking about posture. Perfect posture and poses have a place in fashion, magazines, and advertisements, but if you're going for that realistic capture, prompt real poses. In this prompt notice, I added things like, her eyes are shut, her head is tilted slightly up, she has both hands in the air at different natural angles. These details and the little actions turn a static model into a living scene. If you're feeling creative, next time you're out, make note of all the stances and postures of people you observe. Tip 7 is up now, and it's called Name the Camera. It might be one you are familiar with, but this one needed its own call out. Key here is to think more modern cameras, but not too modern. Watch what happens when I go selfie on an iPhone 6 front camera, slight grain, ceiling fan light glare, natural uneven skin tones. The minute Sora sees iPhone 6, it mimics that hardware's quirks, grain, blown highlights, you name it. Simpler times. Let's talk tip 6. Lighting is huge when it comes to generating AI images, especially with people. Get specific. For example, a prompt could read, woman laughing in break room, fluorescent overhead lighting, subtle under eye shadows, office coffee cups in background. That fluorescent overhead detail instantly screams real office, not studio setup. The under eye shadows help too, selling the moment. Remember, these tips can work wonders on their own, but combine them with the other tips on this list and you have chef's kiss. Let's move to tip 5. Layer in those environmental cues. This one is a little abstract, but makes more sense when you hear the prompt. I might prompt something like, runner on summer trail, humid air haze, sweat slick hair sticking to forehead, buzzing cicadas. You can almost feel the humidity and hear the bugs. That sensory layer pulls the viewer right into the scene. This is a fun one to play around with if you are a creative writing nerd like me. If not, head on over to ChatGPT, my friend. Tip 4 is up now, and I like to call it couture versus ready wear. This can make a huge difference in the realistic feel of your generated people. Clothes tell stories, so instead of fashionable outfit, I write college student in faded concert tee and frayed jeans, backpack slung one shoulder, loose earbuds. Instant character development, you can practically hear the playlist he's blasting and he looks like an actual student, not what AI assumes a student looks like. Feel free to get more specific with what band, and even some brands. Sora can get picky here sometimes, restriction-wise, but I have a whole video on tips for avoiding the dreaded generation error. I'll link it at the end so you can check it out after this one. For tip 3, let's get specific. You might have noticed that Sora has a habit of compacting people sometimes, so I just decided to try spelling out the person's everyday proportions. I'll actually give Sora numbers, height, build, age, just like a casting sheet. Try something like 32-year-old woman, 5'6", average build, relaxed posture, loose ponytail, casual office hallway. When Sora gets those concrete details, height and average build, instead of slim or athletic, it helps stop it from defaulting to that mannequin, extremely muscular, or action figure-like body, and gives you a more believable human frame. Hey, quick pause before we jump into the next tip. If you're into videos like this, I'd love it if you hit like and subscribe. I'm a new channel, and every little bit helps me keep making stuff like this and sharing what I learn with you. No pressure, but it really means a lot. All right, let's get into it. Onward to our last 2 tips. This next one is where we drop real camera metadata right into the prompt. Think shutter speed, aperture, ISO. If all that is foreign to you, like it is for me, use AI to help you figure out what would be best for the shot you're going for. With that in mind, stay with me here for this example. Street portrait at 1/250th of a second, f2.8, ISO 800, 50mm prime lens, natural skin texture, soft city glow. Those settings force Sora to mimic how light really hits skin at that exposure, and the 50mm focal length also keeps body proportions honest. No wide-angle warping, no plastic perfect skin. Again, let AI be your friend here if you aren't familiar with camera speak. Tell it the vibe, the vision, and ask for the camera settings to be included in your prompt. Finally, at number 1, microexpressions make for macro realism. Real faces have tiny muscle twitches that sell emotion, so fold in those details. This prompt might read something like, guy in his late 20s, genuine half smile with a slight eye squint, forehead relaxed, holding a coffee cup mid-sip. That slight eye squint and forehead relaxed combo tells the AI exactly which muscles to move, so you get a lived-in expression instead of that default blank model stare that, frankly, gives me the creeps. Thanks for watching. Seriously, I hope you learned something new, or at least felt inspired to try it out. I'd love to hear what worked best for you, or what you'd like to see next, so drop a comment or tag me if you end up using any of these tips. And check the description. There's a free PDF down there with all the full prompts and generations from this video. See you next time.